Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Ceagle. I am happy to have you. And this week I am very excited because we will be talking about Scorpio. Yes, very excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm trying not to be corny. I'm really trying not to be corny, but I'm very excited about this week. This week is also my birthday. So yes, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Scorpio is known as the sex symbol of the zodiac, but there's more to the Scorpio than just that, right? They're also passionate, they're perceptive people, but you know, they can also hold a grudge because some of y'all don't know how to act, so don't blame us, okay? Now, the celebrities that are also Scorpios include Willow Smith, Gordon Ramsay, Drake, Tracy Ellis Ross, and P. Diddy, who, you know, shares my birthday. So we're special. But anyway, you know, let's also talk about the planets that are associated with Scorpio. So Scorpio is one of those signs that gets two planets. First, you have Mars, the god of war, which is shared with Aries. And then you also have their more modern ruler, which is Pluto. So Mars is known as the god of war. You know, Mars is known for the aggression, the action, the energy, but also the physical desire. So normally when you think of Mars, you're thinking about Aries, because Aries is just one of those fiery signs that's out there. Like, let's go get them. Let's do it. Let's fight. Let's get it on. Like, you know, that's Aries. But Mars has the other side to it, which is Scorpio, who we are talking about today. We'll talk about Aries another time. But when you think about the Scorpio energy within Mars, you're going to be thinking about the energy that Mars provides that fuels Scorpio. So earlier I was kind of talking about grudges or, you know, competition, things like that. So Scorpio is going to use that energy and really fuel it into deliberating strategies to, you know, beat that enemy or beat that bully or whichever. You know, their survival game is strong. So when you think Mars and Scorpio, think about that strategist. That's what I like to think. I like to think together. Scorpio's the strategist and Aries is that executor of that strategy. They work well together. But then you also have Pluto, also known as the god of the underworld. So really in charge of renewal, rebirth. But you know, Pluto could also be obsessive and controlling. And so those, I believe, are the traits that a lot of people also know about Scorpio. I would say Pluto definitely fuels that intensity that Scorpio can have, and also that obsessive nature. You know, I don't like to talk down about my sign, but I'll be honest, like, some of us are possessive. But when you think about the energy that Pluto has when it comes to renewal and rebirth, and the perceptiveness that a Scorpio can have, I think if we can mesh those two energies together really well, it just grants new beginnings and renewals. Like another, you know, one sign that a lot of people know about Scorpios is the actual scorpion. But there's another sign, there's a few other signs, but the one sign I like to focus on is the phoenix, right? It rises out of the ashes. So if a Scorpio is really taking their time to take some of that energy that they're maybe using to obsess about something they shouldn't be obsessing about and really putting it into themselves, you know, there's that new beginning, that renewal for you. So yeah, those are the two planets, Mars and Pluto. So yeah, let's move on. And I'm just going to talk about my inspiration for Scorpio. When I was thinking about Scorpio, you know, I didn't want to create myself, so I wasn't going to do that exactly, but no, I'm kidding. But when I was thinking about the inspiration behind Scorpio, I did want to go that stereotypical darkness that, you know, Scorpios are known for. So I did incorporate a lot of black and burgundy. Those are known to be the colors of Scorpio. But I saw this one website that said gold and purple are also known to be Scorpion colors. And I was like, I love gold and purple. So yeah, we will be adding gold and purple to Scorpio's outfits. Like, I was very excited. The theme I kind of went for here, which I'm sure you're seeing, is that gothic, dark, Victorian, like dark academia kind of. Not exactly, but like those were my inspirations. And also just very sexy, just as much as I can possibly do. I really enjoy the way Scorpio comes out, and I really hope you do as well. So the traits that I assigned to Scorpio include jealous, genius, and loyal. Let's talk about jealous first. I do think Scorpios may be a little possessive of their partners, you know. Some of us are working on that. I hope, you know, there are Scorpios out there working on that jealousy factor. But I do think sometimes we can be possessive of a partner, maybe even of a friend, or maybe just even of certain materials. So it might not be that we're jealous necessarily of a person, but we might be jealous of something that they have, and then we think about obtaining that for ourselves. Okay, so the second trait is genius. Now, when I was thinking genius, I'm thinking more about how perceptive a Scorpio can be. I'm sure some of you may have witnessed this, or a Scorpio just reading you off the bat, like they just read you and you're like, what? So yeah, I think because a Scorpio can be very perceptive about people, sometimes situations as well, I think they basically just know what moves they need to make, and for some people that just may be seen as genius. And lastly, I assigned loyal, which is the newest trait that came with one of the recent Sims updates. And honestly, this has been great because I was going to do something different, a different trait that I'm not remembering right now, but loyal is perfect for me. I feel like when you have made a friend out of Scorpio, they are going to stick by you. They're going to stand up for you. I'm thinking, so I actually have done a little bit of gameplay for the loyal trait. And there was like an option that's like, or there was a moodlet that came up that said, oh, I love standing up for my friends. Oh, you're not going to talk bad about my friend. And I'm like, oh, okay, Sims. Okay. So yeah, I love that loyal trait, and I really think it applies to Scorpio. From here, I'm just going to leave you with the rest of the Speed CAS. You know, I have some really great outfits for Scorpio, so please stick around and look at it. And look out for that next video, which will be building Scorpio's house. So I hope you all have a great day. Bye now.